Hola, hola, buen dia. I am at, I think it's the Fountain of Cibeles, I think. It's really close to my Airbnb. I'm still in Roma Norte. You can see I'm by this beautiful fountain with this lady and this lion. There's also like a man sleeping in the bushes. This is like a normal thing. This is the place to take a nap at. B. My fear right now is that I will be harassed by mosquitoes because of this standing water. But isn't it a beautiful fountain? And then oh, there's a market in the background. I'm on a really big like roundabout, big building. You can hear the music from the market. Maybe I know the sound is canceling out, and people are just enjoying their day. People are enjoying their day. It's a lovely Sunday. No, I mean there's like a 30% chance of rain, but I wore my flippy floppies and kind of like a light outfit because I'm so used to it like pouring. It's hot, pouring these days. Yeah, but yeah. So I like coming here. It's like a very frequented place. Like this is a place to hang out all times of the day. I think there are people around this fountain. Um, yeah, there's police activities. There's a tour bus. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Tour bus in the background, mosquitoes around, and that's kind of what's going on. So yeah, welcome back to Bing Pod. My name is Bing, and I'm still in Mexico. I'm still in Ciudad de Mexico. I'm continuing teaching, and hopefully the work with Charles will start popping off. Like my former coworker, we're in cahoots, and I have been not sleeping well. I think, first of all, now it's like, oh yeah, like I've been here, I'm here, so officially it's officially me and my lifestyle and how I live my life, which is causing me my my hubris is my own downfall, and unfortunately, mm, I like to drink and I like to stay up late and I like to doom scroll on TikTok. Oh, let me get this eyelash little wish. They're fake. They're from Sephora. I was thinking about doing a tutorial because a lot of people ask me how to like do fake eyelashes or whatever. You just cut them to your desired length with scissors, and then you put the glue on, and then you wait a few seconds so the glue semi dries, and then you put it kind of above your lid, above your natural lash line. There you go. Grown adults have asked me that, and I'm like, oh, okay. And, like you can see like every pore filmed in 4K. The horrors. You can hear the motorbikes. My type. And the topic I wanted to talk about today was culture, Las Culturistas. I don't know if y'all saw. I didn't watch the whole thing on Peacock or whatever network it was on, Bravo. Las Culturistas with Bowen Yang and the other guy that I had never seen him before, but good for him. Um, the girls and the gays, they came to stay and they came to slay, and they did. And I just feel like it's a good time to talk about culture, talk about it and what it means, especially because I'm back in a like a I don't want to say this is a collectivist society necessarily, but it's definitely more like for the people than America is because it's so individualist over here, and I can feel it. Just the way like it's so different between how gringos like you know Westerners come here and they behave, and how like the locals behave. and react to that type of behavior, and how they react to me, because I'm from the United States, and I've had to go through a lot of ego death to kind of get rid of my bratty superiority complex, which, I had a big one. I'm from LA. You kind of have to, but it doesn't really work when you're out here in the world. And I learned a lot from my time in Southeast Asia, and um, yeah, it's kind of similar. It feels very, very similar. It feels familiar, and the streets are, a mess. It is once again scary to cross the road, but you gotta do it. You gotta cross the road. And honestly, I'm getting really hot. I'm gonna start greasing up real quick. Um, but yeah, and it's, cafe culture. It is walk in the park culture. It's slower because everyone is all in the same place doing the same thing, and if something's going on, then it's affecting everyone. I think I've heard people say that about New York, or DC, where if something big happens, then if a subway train is late, then everyone is late, and you kind of just have to get used to it and deal with it. Same thing in Paris, any big city, it's like that. So you kind of get used to things not going smoothly and just kind of laughing it off. I feel like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the feeling that people here have a really good sense of humor. The laughter is really loud. Um, it's really big and it's frequent and it's really loud. And I think that's really nice. I think especially because there is a lot of hardship. And I think humor is a good way to kind of combat the negative stuff that goes on in our world. Look, all these Sunday goers. It's so nice. And yeah, ooh, getting a bit right, right. Yeah, the mosquitoes are in. I think that also it's a huge cold. You know, like we get it so easy in SoCal and in where I'm from. Like the weather's perfect all the time, and you don't have to like surrender or succumb to otherworldly forces. I feel like when I was in Tucson, I was kind of feeling that. I was like, this heat is not good. Like, this is not for us. Like, and I've heard a lot of things said about Phoenix, Arizona, where they're like, oh, the, I'm going to get up here. This city was like not meant to be alive. It was not meant to be built. Yeah. And I feel not that it's not meant to be built, but it kind of like again, it slows you down. Like I can see people, they're carrying their umbrellas. You have to carry a poncho on you. You have to wear water resistant materials and clothes and purses and shoes, and you have to be prepared for just anything to go wrong, anything to happen. It's going to be the rain. You're going to have to walk through the water, and there's going to be mosquitoes, and you're going to get bit, and then you're going to have to deal with it, and you're going to have to continue living. And like when it starts raining, I think that contributes to, it's like of course it's a fast city, and then once you get used to it, you realize that you have to slow down. You must slow down because the rain is not going to let you just walk around all willy-nilly. You're going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop, and you're going to have to wait and stay in a location for some time, and you're gonna have to wait with random people and we're all here together. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game. Let's see. Yeah, the other thing I feel, because I love biker guys, so, and I wanted to ride on a motorbike because I missed it. I miss the grabs. I miss the grab bikes in Southeast Asia. I used to, take the grabs all the time, really long distances, and then I would be sweating, and there's something about the rush, I think, and it's just like a free feeling. And then I'm not driving, so whoever the man that's driving, he gets to pay attention to the road. I guess to just like let the wind and the stars take me. wherever I want to go. And I there's a whole culture of honking, which was really prevalent, and then explained to me like by people who were visiting Vietnam, my Dutch bros. So there's like a whole language, and there's so much honking. And as someone I'm quite sensitive to sound, I don't like honking, I don't like loud sounds. But I know, especially from, I sat in traffic, I was coming from, what was it, Polanco. I forgot the name of the mall, but it was a really big fancy schmancy mall, with Abercrombie and Fitch and like all the fancy things. And the the time I think it took, I well, my phone was dying. I accidentally put in the wrong address to Uber, like my former place of residence or whatever where I was staying. And the I think it should have been 20 to 30 minutes. It became an hour, over an hour. And I fell asleep and I woke up, and then I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And I was I was in shock. I'm like, we're not moving. There's so much. The traffic is, it was unreal. I couldn't believe it. And the honking, I get it. When you're out there and you're sat in that traffic and people aren't freaking moving, I get it. It's not angry honking, I don't think. I mean, it could be angry just because of how it is, but it's just like, move. Like, we've been here for hours. Like, please let us get home. I need to go to the bathroom. Like, that's kind of what it is. It's the honking. There it is. It's the honking. I think I'll look. I'm getting greasy already. I think I'll start talking about the the big elephant in the room. I've talked about it in my meetings. I might have talked about this here before. There's a huge anti-gringo movement. I've been seeing it on TikTok. Let's talk about the political and economic state of the world right now, because I mean, really, what the hell is going on? First of all, the gentrification. It's all of the retirees. It's the gringos who like have a bunch of money and are like moving to Mexico long term, and the gentrification is like raising the rent prices. It's raising the prices of everything. This is not a new thing. Gentrification, I mean, it happens in America too. Uh, and people here, I think I saw a statistic that the cost of everything has gone up like nearly 50% within like the past few years, which I that is, I mean, clearly it's upsetting. I saw some video, people are taking down um like gringo businesses and stuff like that. They're like really going after this, I don't know, this movement. And you know, who am I to say anything? But even around here, there's like graffiti. It's like, I posted it on my Insta story. It's like, gringo go home, like learn Spanish. I mean, it's in Spanish. It's like, learn Spanish and stuff like that. And I'm really grateful. First of all, I'm from los Estados Unidos, but soy chinita. That's what they call me. It's like when you add ita or ito at the end of a word, it's a diminutive. It makes it a little bit more endearing and cute. That's the teacher in me coming out to play. And I I get a different vibe. I'm Look at me. First of all, I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. Second of all, I'm chinita. I'm no soy gringo, and I'm very culturally aware. I'm respectful. My Spanish is, I've even got that my Spanish is good, which I wouldn't say that, but you know, somebody said that, and I'm practicing, and I can get by. I can understand and read more than I can produce Spanish, just because you know I've learned English, I've learned Spanish, but I've not had enough like experience practicing with other people. So I'm trying, and I went to my first street taco place, like on the street. My stomach has been unsettled, and my stomach has been insane. The bathrooms, I've been on the toilet, and I think that's just how it is, especially when you're moving and you're traveling and you're bouncing from place to place. Like your your bowels are like holding on for dear life, and they're letting go. And I get it. I get it. I'm sweating here. I'm literally sweating, and it was raining. It was raining so much. It was torrentially raining. Yeah. So there's that, and then I've been obviously on a doom scroll. I I don't know. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think that, I mean, I say it all the time that America's on the collapse, and I've been saying it for like half a decade at this point, like more than half a decade, I think. Um, and I don't know. I think it's really on its way. There's TikTok has been suppressing these like 24-hour, like I'm gonna say there's months. It's been months at this point of people in the street fighting, ICE, and protesting like Gaza or ICE or Trump in general. I mean, people ask me. I think I've said it before, but people have asked me like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, I've said it's dangerous. My driver he was playing the news, and I heard Claudia, and that's their president here, and I think they really like Claudia, and then com- contrasting Claudia to Trump, just I don't even need to understand just the way they speak. I mean, leadership. Come on. So that's kind of the tea. What's going on? I feel like a lot of people are like America's kind of falling apart. Civil war is like on our doorstep. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Who am I to say? Um, yeah, I think I don't know. Is that the culture now? I mean, I feel like it's all coming to a point. Like, especially now that people are genuinely making like moves, like political moves. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. And it's daily. It's every day. It's every day. And then I'm in Roma Norte right now, which is like a it's like a fun place. Like, like look around, it's fun. But when I was in Centro, I was talking to my Airbnb host, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there's always like manifestation stations and protesting going on, and this recent doom scroll, because it's like by the hour what's going on." Um, First of all, the fact that mainstream media, and I'm not, I mean, I tune into the New York Times as a legacy New York Times reader because my mom is a New York Times fan, but we can't trust even the New York Times, even the counter culture media. We can't trust them, and so everyone's, ooh, butterfly. Everyone's turning to like literally social media, which is, I mean, what a time. I mean, I know I'm young, I'm Gen Z, but what a time to be for us to have, we must abandon the institutions they're forcing us. We cannot rely on them. They're not reliable narrators. And so literally you can see when you go on to like the journalists or the reporters on TikTok, oh, another butterfly. It's butterfly season. When you go and you see them, and they have millions of followers, like millions of followers, that's a lot of people who are tuning in to these alternate news people, you know. I mean, it's so interesting, like the legitimacy of everything, the reliability of everything. And I don't know. I I think that there's, many shifts. I think COVID was a big shift because I've always been kind of too liberal and too woke for my own good. So I've never really believed in whatever. Like this has always been. I mean, not this. I mean this too. I mean, like Western colonialism really got this. The South part of the world. We call it the global South in international development. But so I think there's a shift. There's people have been beaten down and they've they've been forced to wake up. I just don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen. I definitely feel like it's unsafe. I've been seeing the arrest. I mean, it's not right. I'm, you know, I mean, I'm from like LA. I'm from San Diego. I was just in Tucson, Arizona. Like people are afraid and they're staying inside and they're not opening their doors and they're not going to work, and when they get to work they get, I mean, I feel like, yeah, my aunt has been saying the words unspeakable per Bernie Sanders. I feel like unspeakable, yeah, but there are some, I think it's more than raids. And when people say, oh, they're kidnapping immigrants, I always want to, they're abducting human beings and they're torturing human beings. Like, can we not say that? Like, I don't know why we can't say that. Like, it's the truth. Is verdad, you know? I mean, it's a serious thing. And I think the people of the world understand. I think there's like a lot of movement towards Gaza, and all of the things going on in the US. There's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of shifts in discourse in how we're talking about things. I mean, we've even seen. I think in the past, I mean, it's been years. It's literally been 2025 has been a decade, and in this past like cycle, because I was at the No Kings protest, but even since No King, I mean, what was that? A month ago, people. Well, first of all, TikTok is suppressing things, and then we have to use. I mean, we have to use entirely different type of verbiage to describe what we're doing because it's getting suppressed in the algorithm. That's crazy. And like people like Hassan, like the political commentator, being like detained for questioning when he was trying to get back into the country from France and Chicago, like it's because they know what he's about. And he described the other people who were with him in the detainment area. It's like literally the the meek and the feeble. I hate it, bro. It irritates the shit out of me. Yeah. Well, the protests here in Mexico, they're often about the gentrification. There's a lot of anti-machismo feminista, pro-feminista, pro. And I was talking to I've noticed it. It's in the bookstores. You can see it at Centro near the Sears building. I don't know why. Seriously, it was so funny to me. But it's a nice department store. But I don't know why it exists. There's like, you know, posters. There's like posters of I want to say like criminals, right? Like men who have committed some sort of act against women in like this gross way. I don't know what it is. I think it's molestia. I think it's like some sort of molestation, or honestly, like with the way the world is, and pardon me if I don't know, but there's I know there's like things that are like honor killings and things like that. So I'm I believe there was like a string of femicides, and then there was a lot of protests, right? And it's like Claudia's a woman, and she's like a progressive woman. It's very strange. It's very strange, yeah. I mean, but again, this is a universal issue. It's a universal issue. Like it's not new. It's not specific to Mexico. Sometimes I think I'm grateful that I'm from like Southern California because it is a very liberal kind of place where, girls can be themselves and everyone can be themselves. But I think also like Southeast Asia was nice. And yeah, Thailand is such a free place. I think I think it's like still especially if you're Asian, especially if you're like in the system, like cuz I was in a government school, and they do divide the genders. There's boys in the front, girls in the back, and everyone's uniformed, which was like different, very different for me. It's a government school. Um, yeah, so that was definitely the gender roles are there, but I don't know. I think it's just different in Thailand. I think they're more free. I know with the religion with Buddhism, I think they are very anti women, very anti women monk. I think that you have to go to like an all female monastery if you would like to practice as a woman. And I remember being very frustrated. Like, Hinduism is very anti women, so you have to cover up, which really irritated me. And it honestly, I like did not go all the way to some like sites because they're like, you need to cover up as a woman, and I was like, and then it's like, then you have to pay for something to cover up. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I'd rather go home. Like, don't piss me off. Um, so I also saw a plaque. I think it was like an announcement or a message, like a instructional for one of the Buddhist temple areas in Chiang Mai. I remember it specifically because I was so grossed out. It was, if you're menstruating, you can't come. And I was like, what are you talking about right now, dude? What are you even saying? Like, first of all, how's that your business? I mean, I think it just shows how like twisted and ignorant like the patriarchy is and how it benefits no one because, oh my god, this human, I have to emphasize that we're all humans, is in a state of a reproductive cycle. A person who literally brings life into this world. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I know, I know, I know. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's lots of live music, which is good. There's lots of drinking. There's lots of sugar, which is something that I think a lot of the a lot of cultures are dealing with. They're dealing with like excessive alcohol and sugar calorie consumption. I think in there's obesity, but there's also there's diabetico is what it is here. The diabetico, and it is, I think it is a big issue, especially like pre-diabetics is a big issue. Salud, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so I know it's addicting. It's also so strange because some of the companies that I've seen them, like Nestle, I've never seen a Nestle company building before, but I saw it near the Musea Somia, and I was like, "You're evil." And Amazon too. Amazon is everywhere, and it's like you you are the ones who are you are you are making this planet, but specifically this place, like Mexico, Tijuana, water rights, and just the environmental injustices that happen at the border because of the Amazon warehouses. and the the weird, like, it's slavery. It's like big corporations who, like, you pay all your money to and then you work. Yeah. Oh, we know it. I mean, I don't even have to explain. I don't even want to explain it. It's exhausting. Yeah, but I think that's all I really want to talk about in terms of the problems. Um, I mean, the issue, it's not going to be me because I already don't spend money because I don't have any money to spend at these places. It's got to be like a collective thing. It's got to be a global thing. We have to abandon Amazon. We have to shop local. I always shop local. I don't go to Starbucks. Like, I've been not going to Starbucks for years, and I'm pretty sure it was before Gaza and the Palestinian boycotts of Starbucks because the quality is not that good, and because you want to support local. Like, why would you not? Yeah, that's my feeling on it. I don't know. I think it's a friendly culture here. I think it is very, very friendly. I've been told that, and I've also talked about how I've been very much approached and stared at, and I do often, but now I'm like, China China in a Mexicana, and it's different. I think it's okay. I feel like I've accepted it. I mean, I think coming back here, not back here, but being here has also made me realize that it's like the same. It's the same shit, different country. Like, I've always said that, and like, I used to get approached in San Diego and in Thailand too, and I think I just have to be very strong and firm with my boundaries and be discerning. That's the word, discerning. I have to know when to say no. I don't want this. Like, no, 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 no. Or when I have to, like, be cautious and, like, because people really try to get up in my business, and, like, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm gonna get hurt. I could be mean. I'll be mean, but I know some people are a little bit woo crazy, and I don't want to be followed. I don't want to, like, followed, like, stalking followed. I don't want to be, put in danger or anything. And I think I told y'all that's been the word of the trip. It's like ten cuidado, like, be careful or stay safe. Yeah, and I've never had that before. I I don't. I was talking about it maybe because I'm alone and the world's a little scarier right now with everything going on and people know, or that I'm a little older. Maybe I look different and I'm in a different place because I never had that in Southeast. I don't think I had a single person say be safe. In fact, I not that is like don't be safe, but it was more like be wild, do it while you're young. That was like the big one back when I was in Southeast Asia. Do it while you're young. Be crazy and wild while you're young. And I'm like, of course, still young. But I don't know. It's so different. It's so different. It's so interesting. This vibe for the trip. And I'm not being crazy or anything. I'm not being crazy or anything. I'm not. I'm not being crazy. I'm not like going out and like losing my mind and like taking a getting too inebriated to take care of myself. Um, so that's pretty good. I I forget what was, I mean, I was like that in Thailand too. I just feel like it's so different, the vibe that, be safe versus do it while you're young. I don't know. I don't know. Even the security guards, they're like, be safe. And I don't know if they would say it to me if I would. I don't think they would say it to me if I was with other people. I don't know if they would say it to me if I was, like, a white person. um I just think it's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's the times. I think I talked to my mom about it. It is a sign of the times. People want other people to stay safe because that there are dangerous times and there are dangerous people out there. Um, but yeah, I think that's so interesting. Um, yeah, I haven't been sleeping well, which is really unfortunate. Have I haven't been sleeping well. I like I don't know what happened. I like couldn't go to sleep until like 5 a.m. last night, and then I had to wake up and like get my laundry sorted. And I thought you know, because of that kind of cycle, then I want to take an afternoon nap, and then But today I think I'm gonna try and stay up for the entirety of the day, and I'm gonna like cut my screen time like at a PM time, like in the PMs, and then I don't know. I think I should. I don't have to drink. Like I'm not an alcoholic. I like to feel a little buzz, but I think I might have to lay off. Um, it's technically not allowed in my Airbnb, and honestly, I don't know. I feel a bit strange drinking alone here. It's not really a drinking alone culture. I feel like I say it all the time. Japan is like a you can do anything alone culture. Um, and I loved that's a really freeing thing because you I don't want to be always with a massive group of loud individuals that don't get it. Um, yeah, so I think stopping drinking, I guess, and then also I had some edibles. And the first edible I tried was good. It was light. It was post meal, so it didn't hit crazy. But I had another edible, and I took a whole. I should have taken a. I honestly should have. I honestly could have taken a quarter, but I took a whole, and honestly, yeah, it knocked me out. And then I had more, and then the next day I also got knocked out. And I get this thing where well, I do eat a lot, but there's something about when you're like get knocked out from weed, some sort of weed, and then you wake up. My tummy hurts so bad for the next day. I don't know what it is. It's all clogged up in there. Ugh, gross. I know, gross. The problems. So yeah, I'm kind of like once again financially strapped, and I feel like people don't get that. I feel like I had this from my students, so I understand people perceive me in a certain way. People think I'm a rich girl. I'm not a rich girl. I've never been a rich girl. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like in my mannerisms or how I act or like what I wear, but like on I don't feel like I mean this is all stuff from other people or stuff that, I mean it's not crazy. Like I'm not, and especially I never people my students have been like, teacher, like are you rich, or like I think you're rich, and I'm like, what? I work here. Like if I was rich, I wouldn't be I would not be working here. You're so cute. Like I love you, but I wouldn't be doing this. And people get surprised. They're like, why are you for money? Yeah. Why are you at this job? So I can pay the bills. Like I don't know why that's a revolutionary thing. Like if we didn't have bills to pay, I would be like in a tree painting the birds. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what we should be doing. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I'm on. I Klarna'd my Airbnb, so I'm kind of like on afterpay. But honestly, and this is just maybe this is me being Delulu. Maybe this is me being like mm, tarot card girly, witchcraft and wizardry. Bitch, the United States government is always talking about their debt and always overspending on unnecessary things such as the genocide in Gaza, and then they freaking come at us for like little taxes, like little money, little people taxes. I can be in debt like All of America's in debt. That's what it is to be American at this point. That's American culture. Credit card debt, baby. Afterpay. So, and I'm not like a gajillion jillion dollars down in the red. Like, it's not great, but it's kind of how it has to be. It's kind of how it is. And what are we gonna do about it? I mean, I freaking hate that shit. I freaking hate that shit costs money and that it's expensive and it gets more and more expensive. I think that's disgusting. And you know, what is the point of it all? Like, that's so annoying for them to be like that. It actually pisses me off. Yeah. So we'll see if I make it to the next month. I feel like that's how it is. It's like every hour. It's like, am I gonna make it? Am I am I gonna make it to the next moment? I guess peace in every step, and that's kind of how we gotta rock and roll with it. I yeah. I mean, I hope I can make my bill payments. I mean, I think I can. I think I talked about it last time. If I would be able to do like any of the cultural excursions, I think that's going to be a no this time. And I kind of thought, like, it's not like the pyramides are moving. Like, they'll still be here. Like, when I have enough money to go see them. But it's not happening this time around, which is okay. I mean, whatever. Hmm. Yeah, I think I don't know. It's pretty tough. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what everybody else does when they're, couple K in debt, and then, you know, bills are high. I mean, people, it's getting like, we've made the rounds again. People are like begging for money on TikTok because they can't pay their bills. Like we've seen this before. I don't know what people are going to do. I don't know what people do. I mean, we carry on, but I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what people do. And like, I feel like I'm not even asking for I'm not even I don't even need a lot. It's just like, again, it's housing and groceries that are literally they've become unattainable. I mean, the job market is just disgusting these days. These years, I would say. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I go back to the United States. I have to take care or help my mom recover from her big surgery. Um and I definitely don't want to stay for forever. um but also, it's the job postings for San Diego. First of all, they don't look good, and then second of all, like, I've applied, like, I'm not like new to the game, but it's just like, no one wants to work. Well, no one's hiring for real. Don't be full of shit. Like, I hate that. I i think we need the revolution. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Cute dogs. Cute dogs around. Cute dogs and cute couples all around. Um, I also love, like, I don't know what it is, but both times I've ended up in a really gay area. Like, it's like Pride flag crosswalk gay. Like, it's like you know, I don't know. It's just like that. It's like leather kink sex toy shop next to Wingstop type of type of area. And I don't know, it's very nice. It's very nice. I think I'm getting hungry. It's now gotten to the point, it's like, oh, should I just, because I've been enjoying eating out. I don't know why I did that. I knew coming, I knew that I'm strapped for cash and I don't have any income. And then I also was like, let me just like go out to eat all the time. Like I love it. Like what's wrong with that? And then I did. And I had a good fucking time because I like it and I don't know. Maybe perhaps I have expensive taste. I've been told that, but it's also like it's just a coffee. It's just like, a nice cafe. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Who knows? We'll have to see. Mm. I think in another life, I feel like if in another life I was like a white, blonde, like trust fund boy whose like parents like made him work some sort of like service job just to like understand the value of work but didn't actually have to work to freaking get through the moment. And then in my free time I would just like make beats like on my synthesizer, and I would get like tattoos like randomly. Like I'd have like the Curtis Connor like patchy like meme tats, and like I'd have, you know, skateboard. I feel like I wouldn't be the new performative male competition dudes where it's like, because the thing about the performative male is like I'm a performative male. If these are all the qualities of a performative male is reading like feminist literature and drinking matcha, and me with my tote bag. You know what I mean? Like I get it's because they're male and it's because they're doing it for the female gaze and attention, but like they're me, like I'm them, like we're we. And I think if I was a man, like if I was a rich white man, I think I wouldn't do that. I think I would be aggressively rich and white. I'd wear like Ralph Lauren polo, Tommy Hilfiger, not that I don't, but like, and I would just look super preppy. I mean I feel like I do look the part sometimes, but I would just be so prepped out. Like I wouldn't want to be like a fake person who like acts like they're from the hood. Like I know a lot of rich white dudes like because they have no culture. Um, and yeah, I think I would get really into like maybe like racing cars. I would get really into like a model of like a like a car. Like I know a lot of guys like to fix cars and bikes and stuff. So maybe I would be something like that. But I don't know. I don't think it's hard to even imagine because I don't like those kinds of things. But I know men really like those kinds of things. Maybe I would. I feel like I'd be like the Ibiza final boss. Like I would just go to like these endless concerts and I'd party. I think I would definitely, I would definitely be like emotionally unavailable. Not that I'm not right now. I am emotionally available, but I feel like if I was a man and like, I would definitely be a sexy one. But I I what is it? Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I would just be the worst. I'm glad I'm not a man. There was a time that I've definitely explored, gender and sexuality. And I feel like it makes me even more secure in my gender and sexuality because I've like tested or I've tried it out. I've like, put on a little act and I've, kissed a few people, touched a few people, like I say. And I'm still me. I think people should respect that. I'm just a girl. Um, I'm looking around. Fashion is a hit or a miss. It is a big city. People are doing things, but I don't think people are always dressed to the nines. I think people, especially like, there's a division of like maybe class and status, where like if you're in an area where people are going to work, like they're dressed, they got the loafers on, they've got the full suit, or like, you know, the blazers and things like that. But otherwise, I think people are pretty casual. I mean, you have to be casual with the torrential rains that go on. Yeah, well, I really don't have much else to say. I'm getting hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should just go to Wingstop, because I feel like there's the it's so interesting how things like are here, because it's like, what is fast casual? I mean, there's street food that's super fast casual, super like economical, like it's affordable. Um, but then there's also like fast food chains. I saw Popeyes. It's super like affordable here, and it's like right there. I don't know. And I also don't have the need. I was eating a lot of fancy schmancy, like, gastronom gastronomic gastronomic gastronomic. I don't know, foods at like high end rooftop, chef's kiss kind of restos. And I'm also like, being from SoCal, like I've had all of these foods before, and I've had them where it's really good, and so I feel like I'm not like going, I'm not losing my mind trying to like try. And I've tried new things and I've enjoyed them, and sometimes you kind of just got to get like, you know like a 7-Eleven sandwich. I mean, honestly, that's how it is. So we'll see what I eat. um it's getting cloudy now, and I wonder, what are your thoughts on the culture, on the political and economic state of the world right now, and just like on like whatever's going on in your life. Like, I'm like, it's a lovely day. People are enjoying their Sunday. I feel like, especially now that I'm teaching and traveling, like what is a day off and what is a working day? It means nothing to me. And I also coming out of like that unemployment era where I was like still looking for like American jobs that were relevant to the previous job that I had. I feel like I'm just so far removed from like the traditional like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday type of gig. Clock it, gag it. Okay, I'm I'm done. I'm starving now. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.